Hi guys, it's me again. I just finished my last video, if I remember right, by saying that this is my drug. I believe all sensitives are, how do you say, has a God, I can't talk. No, I can't talk. I think all sensitives has an addictive personality. I'm getting there. And I think we channel that in different way. I mean, I do like a drink. I like my red wine, but my pure drug is spirituality. That drug, and from that rush I get when I'm connected to the spirit world, when I have a good link with the spirit, and when everything is flowing just beautifully, it's a bliss. Higher than that I don't get. If I'm standing on the platform, everything is working. I have a good feeling with the link. I have a good connection with the sitter. I can see that something happens and they changes. I'm high as a kite on that energy and on that happiness. And isn't that beautiful? And if I'm sitting with my spirit team, if I do like a trance session or just blend with them, that love, that pure love from that world that makes you feel that you are okay as you are, with your flaws and everything, they love you unconditionally. So I think everybody that gets into this, and when I start practicing a little bit, it's like a love-hate relationship. At least it was for me. The first 7 years I was working on the platform, I cried before I went up every time because I was fearful. I was so afraid I was not going to be good enough. Then I cried afterwards, even though I made it through, because I maybe have made a couple of mistakes. Today I don't care. I mean, if I don't do mistakes, I don't learn anymore, you know. But I was so afraid back in the day, because when I found spirituality, it gave me a purpose of living, because I have always had a death wish from when I was a kid. I didn't see the beauty in the world. So I have to work with my mind quite hard, and I still do, because I have such a depth. It's like I'm living with one foot in the spirit world and one on the earth plane, which maybe sounds strange to some people, but some of you will understand totally what I'm talking about. And when you have a death wish to go home, that you don't belong here, you get into spirituality. I found spiritualism and I start working with this. I was terrified from subconscious that I wasn't going to be good enough, because if this is not going to work for me, I will go back to that death wish and not see the beauty in the world. And I have to mentally force myself to see the beauty every day. So of course you're terrified, because your heart, your soul, your spirit, there's a calling there, at least for me, that is, this is it. This is what I'm supposed to do. And to find that balance, to not be scared all the time, I use a lot of mental practices. For the first thing, I remember first 5 years, I was terrified every time I should do a demonstration. Not only did I cry, but there's other issues as well. Oh God, I had so many issues. But one of them was that my ex-partner, he has told me that one day when you're walking up on the platform, the spirit will test you to see if you're honest with them, and that you work with the evidence and the spirit energy, and not going down and doing psychic work. I was terrified. Is it tonight it's going to happen? Is it tonight everything's going to be blank? Nothing is there. And today I realize two things. For the first, spirit never tests you in that way. Never, ever. They will always show up. They will never fail you. You yourself can fail yourself, but they will always be there. Always. And another thing that is very important that people doesn't know or don't talk much about is that the more you're practicing with mediumship, the more you're into that world of energy, the more you get used to it. It doesn't get clearer. You don't feel them any more closer to you, you know, and more in a dense way. No, it gets less and less and less, because you're a part of that energy now. You're a part of that. You're getting used to it. So it won't be that impact when they're coming close to you because you're already there. And when that happens for a lot of people, they definitely lose the confidence. They drop it and they wonder, where did it go? What happened, instead of realizing that they actually gone up on the ladder. It's quite interesting how our minds are and how it can be our best friend or our worst enemy. I try to make it my best friend today, and I work very hard to be in the moment, not stressing myself to death, to enjoy my work. And I might never be good enough for a lot of people, but that's fine. I can't please everybody. And I think that's what we tried to do in the beginning. At least I wanted to be loved because I've been so insecure. So as soon as someone didn't like me, I took it so personal, and it hurt enormously, especially if they don't know you and they have an opinion about you. Today, don't care that much. I mean, we all have to agree to disagree, as I talked about another time. And we need every medium out there. So if I'm going back to what I started with, when you have that feeling, is it time to practice now outside the group? Yes. As soon as that feeling coming, go for it. You have nothing to lose, only to gain. You will learn about people, you will learn about situations, and always remember as well, don't focus on the negativity. Don't focus on the things that goes wrong. Look at it and see, what can I learn? And always try to keep a memory from the sitting you are doing, the person you are reading, that you actually are pleased with. So you also can raise the vibration a little bit instead of just focus on the learning. So I hope to see more budding medium coming out there and actually start working outside the comfort zone in the groups with the teachers. So I'm rooting for you, and good luck, everybody. We need you out there.